The following feature has been rated R by
Timmer Radicek.
Parental guidance is suggested. It is intended for mature audiences and parental discretion is advised.
If you're offended by any word in any language, it's probably because your parents were unfit to raise a child.
Welcome. This is Laugh or Else.
Laugh or Else.
Our mission, which we have all selflessly accepted, is to exploit that raw emotion that solicits a deviant smile and induces inappropriate laughter. Welcome to the Laugh or Else radio show on 89.3 WNUR-FM.
Oh, Scheiße.
Yo, what's up, Chicago? This is Timmer Radicek, and you're dialed into the Laugh or Else radio show here on WNUR-FM, Evanston and Chicago. You're probably dialed into this radio show asking yourself, how come this is the only radio talk show on Chicago after midnight on a Saturday? Well, it's probably because people got stuff to do. So I'm going to go around the horn here and introduce the players for tonight's Laugh or Else radio show. To my right, the mixologist, Jay Sal, everybody.
What's going on, Tim, Jason, Chicago? How you doing?
Welcome. Glad to have you, Jay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
To my left, the notorious Viking known as Big Jay.
What's up, all? What's up, Chicagoland? Jay, Timmer.
Yo, buddy. How we doing?
Doing well.
And
we got a full house here.
We do.
Yes, sir.
We most certainly do. Not only is it me, Jay Sal, and Big Jay, but in the other room, we've got some players as well. Jay,
Yeah.
why don't you start introducing your buddies here?
Yeah, we got a nice little crew here. Actually, we could probably, take down some ISIS crew if we wanted. We've got all former military in the house.
Yeah. Hoorah!
Adam is the first one that I'll shout out here.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on,
How you doing,
Adam?
man?
Welcome. Glad
Thank
to
you
have
for having me. What's up, Chicago?
Hey, Adam, why don't you shout out, represent where where you served,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. I was a corpsman, FMF. Never been on a ship. Never played around with that stuff. Always in the sand.
What's FMF?
Fleet Marine Force, warfare specialist.
Nice. So you weren't actually a troop, but you were like support?
No, I was up there, man. I was on the front lines putting people, mainly civilians, back together. Thank God I didn't have to take care of any of my own guys. They were pretty smart and kept their heads on a swivel, but a lot of civilians.
That's why you do 8 months of training before they deport you.
Oh, yeah. It's never stop.
Or deploy. I'm sorry, not
That's
deploy.
all right.
Hey, all right, Donald Trump. Let's not go there with your deporting stuff, man, all right? None of that malarkey tonight, sir.
So welcome, Adam. Next, who do we got?
Next, we have Guy.
Jason.
Guy?
Well, we've got Jason, and we've got Kid.
I don't know if his mic's connected, guys.
Is his
What?
mic up?
Yeah, is that switch turned on in front of you?
Jason.
I hear him very low.
Yeah,
no,
you're
it's
low,
not.
Jay.
You guys might have to share the mic, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, we have Kid here from Chicago. How you doing, everybody?
What's up, kid?
What's
Nothing
up,
much.
buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Did you move over to Adam's mic over there?
Yeah, because my mic's not queuing up.
All right, so Adam was number 1, you're number 2, correct?
Adam, yeah.
All right, so really quick, why don't you guys shout out for, if you want, who you were with or, your quick shout outs.
Yeah, there, Guy. Why don't you tell us about where you served and what your MOS was?
I was a 45 Bravo with the 147th Maintenance Company over in Kitzingen, Germany. I was a
Holy
gunsmith.
crap, dude.
My second job over there was mechanic, which was actually kind of fun over there. Never got to see any downrange time, but I did get to talk to everybody that came back from downrange. They did not enjoy it at all. Even being a maintenance company, we had some of the worst experiences ever, so
Damn.
yeah.
So what were you, like a tank mechanic or a...
Nah, just a Humvee, Deuce and a half, 5 tons. Just regular vehicles.
Nice. So you work on your own car then, I assume?
No, I don't have a car.
Oh, man. Somebody get this man a car.
Yeah, so my 2 feet can get a rest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do me a favor, dude. Move over to number 3 over there in the center, and I'll see if I can get you working.
All right, cool.
And then we got Jason. Is your mic working?
Is that on? Check, check.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I was on the George Washington, CVN 73, bosun's mate, seen anchor duty, seen anchor detail.
Why don't you try, can you pull that mic closer?
Is that better?
I think that's a little better.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you for your service, gentlemen.
Mad crew.
Thank you for your
Welcome.
service. I got me had to stand up straight, man. I'm usually slouching and stuff, man. I got some servicemen here, man.
That's right. That's right.
It's all good.
Represent, man. Represent.
Absolutely.
You know, they fight for us, so the least we could do is act honorably when they're around.
Sucking our guts, you know.
That too. That goes without saying.
Guy or kid.
Yes.
There. We got you on 3. Captain over there on number 5. I'm going to have to move you 1 second here. Jay,
Hello.
there you go. Cover me for a second.
You got it. So, what is going on? Hey, I'll tell you what, no matter how cold it is here and how uncomfortable we are, gentlemen, at least we're not in New York and Washington, D.C. as we speak.
Yeah, I'm tired of snow, man.
Wow.
What do they get? I mean, I know, unfortunately, man, God rest them, 8 casualties from when the body count's probably rising as we speak.
Oh, man, that was just from
Are you
Friday and
serious?
Saturday.
Right, yeah. They had 8 people that perished in that mess.
Wow.
They had flooding, I want to say, in parts of Pennsylvania, and flights were canceled, and the whole city's, I mean, under siege, basically, from Mother Nature.
Like, Jay, imagine if that hit us here and
thank
Rom's
God.
order to force people
yeah.
to shovel. You know, all the old people have to get out and try
Yeah,
and
no
shovel
kidding.
snow. They'd have to shovel the bodies off the sidewalks.
Of course they would.
Oh my God.
There's only been 1 cold-related, like 1 to 3 cold-related deaths so far this winter. It's been so mild.
In Chicago?
You sure they weren't from Rom's heart? His ice-cold heart killing people?
The Ice
That would
Queen.
make a lot more
Oh, believe me,
sense.
it's his street, man. His neighborhood that would get shoveled and plowed first, man. Believe me.
Wait, guys,
Sure
give me a
that.
second. Let me get a mic check out of Jason again. Check, check.
Check, check.
I mean,
Check, check 4.
that guy. Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
you're good.
Call him Navy J.
We
There
can hear
go.
you, man. Just try to keep like 3 to 4 kind of inches between you and the mic. Hey, yeah, we can hear you.
We'll get the show off and running soon, listeners. We promise.
Hey, if you guys need to talk amongst yourselves, just turn off them little
Talk
boxes.
amongst yourselves. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Just discuss it.
Excellent. So we are going to move into some Chicago news, guys. As you guys covered, the death tolls are like, I don't know, about 15 to 20 every week.
Now it shot up. Wow, that was 8 people this morning that I had heard about.
Yeah, and
That's unfortunate.
the madness continues here in Chirac. I use that quote loosely because I dislike it.
Please do.
I don't like how that's become like a national thing about our city.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee?
Yeah, Spike Lee, man. You know what? He glorified that. He's had it in for Chicago, man, since the Bulls were kicking Knicks' asses, man, back in the 90s. He hates Chicago, man. Ever since Scottie Pippen's nuts were in Patrick Ewing's face with those facial dunks.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I'll
been
never
hating
forget that
Chicago.
jam.
This is nothing new for Spike Lee. I love you, Spike, as a director, but seriously, sit your little, like Spike Lee would say, and Reggie Miller, man, sit your butt down, boy. Little man, come on. Man.
He's like a booger, dude.
He is.
The size of a booger.
Yeah, one of those boogers.
And not the cool one from Revenge of the Nerds either.
No,
Sure,
one of those boogers that sticks to a nose hair. It makes your eyes water when you pluck it
That's
off.
right.
All right.
Extremely painful.
So, a lot of big news coming out of Chicago. Well, not so big, but I think the biggest news is the fact that the East Coast is about to get buried by like 3 feet of snow.
Let's keep coming, man.
So this afternoon at O'Hare, they canceled, I don't know, half the flights going that way. But we got a story from the Chicago Sun-Times concerning the issue, which I'm going to read. Hundreds of Chicago flights canceled Saturday because of East Coast blizzard. Nearly 300 flights were canceled at Chicago's airport Saturday as a major blizzard socked the East Coast. It didn't just cover it, it socked it. Bringing most of the mid-Atlantic region's airports to a standstill and sending ripples across the nation. According to online flight tracker FlightAware, airline companies canceled 213 flights scheduled to fly into or out of O'Hare as of Saturday night. And nearly hundreds more flights were delayed, some of them for hours. Another 63 that were scheduled to fly into or out of Midway were canceled, 17 more delayed. Forecast by National Weather Service snow show the storm dissipating early Sunday, but it will take some time before airlines get back to normal. Chicago flight cancellations continued through all of Sunday. So far, 169 flights at O'Hare and 51 at Midway.
Damn.
Anybody miss a plane?
No.
I wish. Georgia.
What about Georgia?
My mom got snowed in for Georgia. She was supposed to
that
come up
sucks.
here for that event and everything, and she got laid down there in Georgia.
Does she live there, or does she just visiting?
No, she lives there. She
Okay.
lives there. Yeah, a suburb outside of Atlanta called McDonough. Yeah.
That's what makes me laugh, man. Not to say that it's a humorous situation, but last year and the year before, when they got maybe a coating of snow, the whole city shut down.
Yeah, it was
they shut down the expressway.
It was funny. It was all
here
over
in
the
Chicago,
news.
where shorts were barbecuing like this ain't nothing.
Yeah, dude. Busting out the bratwurst. And the
That's
propane.
right. You keep your bratwurst in your pants, Tim. It's come on now.
I can't help it, man.
I know, man. I know.
Falls out.
None of us can do you any small favors, sir.
Yeah. So if you had any flights planned for tomorrow, double check before you head out to the airport, which you usually got to be there before, like 2 hours beforehand earlier, just to go through the microwaves.
That's only if you have a passport. It's probably like 4 now if you don't.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I had to go to Boston like 2 months ago, and it sucked.
Oh wait, didn't you get delayed there?
Yeah, we talked about that, and I had to stay like 36 extra hours.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's tragic. The next story I'm going to talk about is something kind of close to me because it happened near McCormick Place, and I spent a good 10 years of my life working there.
On the forklift, right?
Well, not always, but
Yeah.
yeah.
From what I remember.
So a man was shot dead during a fight in a lobby of a Chicago hotel. This comes from NWI.com. Chicago police say a 26-year-old man was shot dead during the fight in the lobby of a hotel in downtown Chicago. The fight broke out around 2:20 a.m., the prime opportunity to get your fight on. right after you had several, Crown and Cokes. Saturday at the Hyatt Regency McCormick Place in South Loop neighborhood. Some of those involved in the fight were at the hotel to celebrate a birthday, police say. One man pulled out a gun and shot the 26-year-old right in the head. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police found at least half a dozen shell casings, broken glass, and overturned furniture that was strewn across the floor. Witnesses say the gunman fled. No one was in custody as of Saturday morning. Man, McCormick Place is such a busy place, dude. That little Hyatt Regency Hotel lobby, where the bar there, like, it gets crowded, man. There could be like 200 people in a bar that fits 60.
It's also just south of the Heroin Highway, so you got easy up and out to get out of there.
The Heroin Highway?
Yeah, 290.
Care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, what do you know?
Oh, well,
what do you know?
They sell other things other than heroin.
Yeah, like ass. You can find some prostitutes nearby there, I'm sure.
Not looking for that.
No, I hope not. So yeah, like I don't know, man. It's people are just crazy with guns now, and then like everybody's getting guns, so there's more guns out there, and then you got to worry about who's being stupid with their firearm and not being responsible like the rest of us. So don't bring your guns to the bar. That's pretty basic common knowledge.
Aren't they hosting the C2E2 coming up too?
Chicago is?
Yeah, McCormick Place. They're hosting the was it Chicago?
Yeah,
the CC Entertainment. The
CES.
Is that what it's called?
That's the computer entertainment show.
Yeah, it's a lot of comics, man. They're gonna have the cast of Supergirl
Oh, yeah,
there.
that's,
They're gonna have. They're gonna have a
that's-
bunch of. They have all the attractions and whatnot, and some of your favorite comic book heroes and personalities and other.
Sounds like you're already buying tickets to go.
I don't know, man.
I go for the girls that just dress
Oh, the
up.
cosplay
I'm good for that,
Dude, the cosplay girl.
I'm just looking. Like, where's Laura Croft at, man?
Yeah.
Where's Black Widow? No, I'm seriously. Where's Scarlett Johansson? I'm looking for her, man.
Yeah, the real.
I gave her my number. She ain't called me yet.
Well, have you seen yourself?
Oh!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, well, you know what? The creepy guy standing in the corner just staring her down, man. Come on, she's into that, man.
Yeah, of course
if she goes for Mark Ruffalo on screen, man. Of course she can see.
I didn't think you guys saw me in the
too far when
corner.
you're touching yourself.
I know,
Yeah,
man. I had to do something. I was just, come on, man.
You'd look a little less creepy without your hand in your pants.
She's asking for it, man. She's asking for it, man.
It's a rash, I swear.
Roasted. Right.
just putting some ointment on that one.
Very vigorously, I see.
Very vigorously. feverishly. Okay, so here's a story I came across just about a little while ago before you guys got here. It's from the Jerusalem Post. The headline here was, "Protesters disrupt Jewish reception at Chicago Gay Conference." Anybody want to take a guess at what happened?
Chicago Gay Conference, you said?
At Chicago Gay Conference.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to say it was gay, like G-A-Y. I want to make sure.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Like there's a LGBT, whatever.
Down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
So hundreds of protesters sought to disrupt Shabbat. I don't roll on Shabbos. Shabbat service.
You're out of your element, Donnie.
And reception for Jewish participants is a gay activism. It's supposed to say, no, it says Shabbat. 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 Oh, speaking of Sabbath, if anybody saw the Sabbath concert, call a show, 847-866-9687. We want to hear from you. So hundreds of protesters sought to disrupt the Shabbat service and reception for Jewish participants at a gay activism conference in Chicago, chanting, "Hey, hey, ho, ho, pink washing has got to go." I don't know what it means, but it's hilarious.
Can you say that one more time, please?
Hey, hey, ho, ho, pink washing has got to go.
Pink washing.
Pink, yeah, I don't understand what that means. Maybe we should... Google Translate.
You know what? I have Urban Dictionary on my phone.
Yeah, check that out. Let us know.
Please do.
Hundreds of protesters streamed through the Hilton Chicago on Friday night towards the service hosted by A. Wider Bridge, a Jewish LGBTQ. What the hell is Q? Organization that seeks to
questioning your gender.
Organization that seeks to build ties between gay communities in North America and Israel. Pinkwashing is the term used to describe alleged efforts by Israel to cover up its treatment of Palestinians by touting its record on gay rights. The program, which featured members of Jerusalem Open House, a gay activist organization based in the Israeli capital, had earlier been canceled by the National LGBTQ Task Force. This alphabet soup stuff is getting to me already. Which organizes the Creating Change Conference. I'm already lost in this story. The organization later reversed its decision. A statement Saturday from A. Wider Bridge said protesters had entered the reception and taken over the stage, preventing the visiting Israelis from speaking. Last night, the values of free speech and respectful communication that we all have and that should be the hallmark of the Creating Change Conference were replaced by a disgraceful, authoritarian-like action that seeks to silence the voices of anyone the protesters feel didn't adhere to their rigid dogma, the statement said. Lies and gross distortions about A. Wider Bridge and Israel were being repeated throughout the conference and at the protest. We look forward to working with the leadership of the task force to ensure that Creating Change can and will be welcomed to a safe place for LGBT people, Jews and non-Jews who care about Israel. So, gay protesters were boycotting this thing because they were covering up some Palestinian issues. I mean, but they've had issues since the 60s or whenever their border changed.
That's a tactic that's used everywhere.
Is what?
You do one thing in public to cover up something that you're doing behind the backs of people in front of you.
Man, anybody who doesn't already recognize that from their politicians, they need to stop voting.
Yeah,
this is Illinois, for God's sakes.
Right,
Yeah.
get from up under the rock and look at the people that you're voting for.
Yeah.
If something fails, it's your fault for voting for the wrong person, not the people who didn't vote.
Right, and if anybody had a look at Obama's record of voting while he was in the Senate, nobody would have voted for him.
Precisely.
But, Rolling Stone featured him with
Who's
a
that?
Superman.
Who's that?
Who, Rolling Stone?
No, the person you said before.
Obama.
Oh, I never heard of her.
Me neither. Man. Commander in Chef. Apparently. so
I need
there's
some filet mignon.
there's some of that. I only got about 2 more stories coming out of Chicago here before we get to our first break, and I'm gonna let the military boys choose what music we're gonna hear for that break. So We'll get to that in a minute.
No in the Navy, okay? No YMCA.
I was going to vote for something along the lines of Metallica.
Oh, that could work. I play that frequently on the show.
Yep.
Yay! All right, so here's a disturbing story from the Chicago Tribune. CPS high school counselor charged with abusing boy in classroom. Adults should not be putting their hands on kids in any school. I don't care how disruptive they are. Call the police. They'll tackle and zap the kids before.
I'm sorry, brother. As a father, I just got to say this straight out, that there would not even be a court case at this point. I would bond him out myself just to handle street justice on this one.
Just go pay his bond and then whoop his ass out front of the house?
And castrate him.
I don't disagree.
Okay, that's a little much, but...
Well, if you think about it, I mean, if you can't change somebody's mind on their sexual orientation, how are you going to stop somebody from playing with little boys?
You mean you can't reverse...
I mean, well, yeah. You can just...
You can't reverse gay?
Yeah.
When you can, let me know.
Yeah, it's called becoming a eunuch.
There are people out there that are cutting off their stuff and not even getting the opposite replaced.
Yeah, the more power to them. Do what you want to do. Have fun with it. Keep it away from me.
Yeah, just
thank you. Yeah.
Keep it in a jar.
It's all good.
Break
on the top of your bedpost.
He puts the lotion in the basket or gets the hose.
Get the hose again.
All right. Well, a Chicago Public Schools high school counselor has been charged with sexually abusing a Manly high school student in the classroom. When I say a Manly high school student, I don't mean his physical prowess is manly. I mean the school's name is Manly.
Okay.
The show.
You said Manly. I thought you were talking about Caitlyn Jenner. The whole sex change thing. Man. I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Easy now. We're gonna get callers, bro. Jackson.
Wow, we get a whole caller?
Yeah, we might get one this show. I mean, last show we got a caller, but now he's here, so. Deshaun Jackson, 33, appeared in Cook County Bond Court Saturday and was ordered to be held in lieu of $100,000 bail.
Did you say Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun.
Is this? Oh, okay. I thought you said the guy that plays for the Redskins, man. I was going to say, oh, man.
Well,
what?
It wouldn't surprise me, dude.
I'll say, man.
Athletes are doing all
Former Philadelphia Rookie of the Year, man.
So Jackson of the 5900 block of South Wabash Avenue was a contracted counselor at the high school from gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs, a federal grant program designed to help low-income students prepare for college, according to prosecutors and the program's website. Jackson met the 17-year-old boy through Manly's Gear Up chapter and began texting him in early fall, prosecutors said. In October, Jackson texted the victim asking for a photo, and the boy responded by sending Jackson a nude.
Oh, boy.
Okay, there was red flags all throughout that
Yeah,
story.
I mean, this kid's obviously down with the whole situation. And
okay, now, in a situation like that, if you're the kid, keep it up under wraps. That way none one of you gets in trouble.
Yeah, well, we've seen too many of those other scenarios where the female teachers go to jail because the kid can't keep his mouth shut. 20 years ago, that would have never happened.
No.
Yeah, I respond to that, man, with the hot teacher and the boy. I'm like, nice. Nice.
Way to go, son.
Way to go. Good man.
Yeah,
Good
with
job,
the hot
kid.
teacher and the boy. Not the first one that I ever heard about back in the 90s.
Why wasn't that prominent when we were in high school? All these fine teachers.
I didn't have any fine teachers.
No, I know. Well, exactly my point, but you see what's happening
half.
nowadays. You got these banging teachers hooking up with like 14, 15, 16. Man, it's like, where was that when we were younger? We wouldn't have snitched, we would have been all good with everything. We would have rolled with it.
I would have had a reason to stay after school for real.
Yeah. Right? Detention, please.
That's the best part. That's the best part about having an affair with your teacher. If you mess up, she makes you do it over again.
Absolutely. Until it's correct over and over and over.
It's like, hey, I wrote my teacher a love letter, my English teacher. She corrected it. I was like hoping that she'd keep me after class so she, let me bang her erasers. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Thank you.
Tip your waitress.
Make sure you tip your waitress. Your bartender's working hard for. Oh, that's right. L'chaim.
So, around October 28th, while working at Manly, Jackson sent a message asking the victim to meet him in an unused third-floor classroom. Upon arriving, the victim found Jackson sitting in a desk with his pants and underwear down around his ankles. And his genitals exposed. Hey, slow down. I know it's getting kind of warm in here. Jackson asked the victim to touch him, and the victim complied, prosecutors said. There is no victim here, then.
Yes, right.
During the incident, the victim pretended to be texting. I'm not calling this guy a victim. Every time I read it, I'm going to say that, like... something else.
The consensuating kid.
Yeah, the consensuating, almost adult.
Yeah, he's not an adult yet. He's still a victim, though, man.
But instead, what were you going to say?
He's not an adult. He's not a victim. He's just a kid that wanted to get his rocks off with his
and
teacher.
he did. And somebody
He's
else
probably confused is what it is.
I think somebody else was hating on him.
I don't think he was confused about what he was doing if he met his teacher up on the third floor.
A lot of times, though, gentlemen, these teachers will be given some sort of drugs or other mind-altering thing, or the Jesus juice, as Michael Jackson's victim called it. So you never know, man.
Jesus juice.
Remember that?
Right. Okay.
Oh,
okay,
man.
that's really gonna happen. Never happened to me in like 5 years of high school. Never happened to me.
Only 5? I did 6.
Congratulations, you beat me in one thing in life.
You guys. The victim immediately told several friends, this is where you messed up, what had happened, and showed them pictures. Prosecutors said the students positively identified Jackson in the photos, which were later inadvertently deleted when the victim attempted to remove a photo album from his phone. Around January 4th, the victim told a school employee about the incident, who then notified the principal. Police arrested Jackson Thursday at his home. Jackson is due in court next Monday. Well, you can't mess around, even though it sounded consensual and the kid's almost an adult. It's still grounds for 30 years in prison.
Yeah, and if your teacher or neighbor, uncle, anybody, last name is Jackson, stay the hell away from them.
Could be bad news.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus juice.
Yeah, the Jesus juice.
I want to rip through this last story real quick so we can get to our first break.
All right.
And then come back with sports. Oh,
sports.
Jesus. Well, I had a window here and it disappeared. It's not good. We might be going to break a little early here.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, we are having some technical difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead.
Hey, Superman, no home.
No. Housekeeping, you want men for pillow?
Hey, Superman, no home.
One love. Yeah, so we're actually going to go to break because I lost the schedule.
This is what happens when you have all the testosterone in the room, guys.
This is actually what happens when you don't do show prep and then try to do it 12 minutes before the show.
Oh, we'll get through it. We've got it through it before, guys.
Yeah, well, I can't even get the browser to open now.
Oh, snap.
This is wonderful. We're in a lot of trouble, guys. Well,
we'll figure something.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, this is going to make for great radio.
Wow, that's some sex music right there.
No, that's the technical difficulty music right there. Stop messing me up.
Well, I thought it was that Jeopardy.
No, we only play that when we're waiting on an answer for something really, really, really important.
And
but we gotta play something off key and something for the elevators when we have technical difficulties.
Right. Well, this week in movies, I just picked up Straight Outta Compton on DVD. Anybody else?
Oh no!
Anybody seen it?
No, I haven't.
Nobody's seen it in this room.
Not yet.
There's 6 guys, and I'm the only one. That's an awesome movie, man.
I'm sorry.
That's a hardcore rap, man, from the 90s, y'all.
I don't know. Boys in the Hood.
Boys
in the Hood, that's right.
It's always hard, and that's what we're going to play because I can't get anything.
A cheeseburger. Just cheeseburger, dog.
Hey, y'all want some cheeseburgers? I got these cheeseburgers.
Hurry up and buy.
You hurry up and buy. I feel sorry for your mother.
What you say about my mama?
All right, so we'll be back in a little bit. This is WNUR-FM, Evanston in Chicago. You're checking out the LOERadio Show. We're going to play a little Easy E, Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Check it out.
Yeah.
We'll be back here in a few minutes.
Shit easy did a while back. Motherfucker said wasn't gonna work.
No Vaseline.
Motherfucking nose job having ass. Motherfucking Jerry curl like Ambi wearing motherfucking bitch.
Hi, this is Ron Funch, and you're no, that's not my name. Use this whole thing. This is Ron Funches, and you're listening to Laughs or Else. I don't know what the or else is. I assume it's like crying.
The disco party is in full effect here on WNUR-FM 89.3, Evanston in Chicago. Welcome back to the LOERadio Show. If you wanted to reach out to the show, the number to do so is area code 847-866-9687. Again, the phone number to reach out to WNUR Studios is area code 847-866-WNUR. Welcome back, everybody. J Sal, Big J.
What up?
Yeah.
Adam, Kid.
We are all
Jason.
here.
Are we still there? Nobody fell asleep on me.
No, president accounted for it.
Nice. And the snoring solidifies why we're on at 12 to 2 in the morning. The phone is ringing, Jay. Why don't you pick that up for us and find out who it is?
We became popular all of a sudden.
Kill your monitor there for a second. So it is that time of the show where we're going to talk about sports. Sports is good. You guys like sports?
Sports?
Yeah, I like hockey.
You like? Oh yeah, hockey. How could you not like hockey in Chicago?
It's about the only real sport left.
Yeah, it's the only sport you can still fight in, and it's actually something that they accept.
Gotta fire up the team somehow, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you shut those off?
No.
Or did
Didn't touch nothing, brother.
Lies. Filthy lies. All right. Because I didn't do so in the first portion of the show, I have to go ahead and spit out a disclaimer about the freeform programming that happens overnight here at WNUR-FM. Portions of WNUR's programming may be considered inappropriate for the sensitive or more younger listeners out there. We here at WNUR believe this material to be artistically and culturally significant, which means we will only play this music between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. That means I can play music with swear words in it and you can't. Ha ha. See, that's one thing I can do that Mancow can't do.
Screw you, Mancow.
Right.
Exactly.
Take it.
Oh, he takes it all right.
Oh,
you
you
ever
did?
listen to him?
Sure, I used to back when I was, stupid.
Sorry, Jay. Were you off that phone? What happened?
Yeah, I'm good. You hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, he's calling
Check.
back. Check him out, yeah.
I don't know. He's saying how good we're doing, and keep up the good work, and he loves our show.
Good.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to answer the phone. Well, maybe Jay will answer the phone.
Oh, it's a Timber caller.
Hey, this is something you're not supposed to do in the air, but I'm going to take this call while I'm talking. What's going on at WNUR? Wow. How you doing?
Oh, I've been, kind of missing.
You got a question for me? Okay, you want me to put you through on the air? Yeah, give me 1 second, all right?
And our caller is?
And
behind phone number 1.
Caller, you're on the air. It's WNUR.
Hello.
What's up? First time listener, first time caller.
How you doing?
Caller. What's up, man? Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. Here's my question. Why you say that it's artistic that you guys are swearing all over this motherfucker? Explain that to me. What's artistic about swearing?
Freedom of speech.
All right, hang on 1 second. The thing is, you and I cannot swear in the air. The radio can swear. The music can swear. I haven't said no 4-letter words, and since you just did, I had to dump you out, pal.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Womp womp.
So, actually, to answer your question, for WNUR, since we are contribution-based, we operate overnight for freeform under what's called Safe Harbor.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Hey, you watch your filthy effing mouth there, pal.
Yeah.
Worried about us.
I know, right?
Calling to try and stir the pot, pal.
Do you kiss your sister with that mouth?
Probably his brother.
I wouldn't kiss his sister with that mouth.
Yeah. Well, thanks for interrupting the show. We're on the sports, fellas. What's going on?
I got some sports, guys.
Big J's got the sport.
That's
Sorry,
right.
Jay Sell.
That's right.
The mixologist,
All right.
everybody.
Jay the Viking, Timmer, gentlemen on the other side of the glass. We do have some sports news, starting off with some NBA basketball. The Chicago Bulls defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers Saturday night in Cleveland's home stadium. The Bulls were led by Paul Gasol with 25 points and Jimmy Butler, who added 20 points.
Pow,
but it
pow,
was
pow, pow.
Pow, pow. But it was his defense that mattered most. He kind of contained LeBron, if you can even do that.
Yeah, 26 points.
That's right, 26 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists, which is a pretty good contribution. But for King James, it's still on the low end. And Cleveland, who just let go of second-year coach David Blatt, replacing him with longtime NBA journeyman. Hello.
Sorry.
All right. Replacing him with longtime NBA journeyman Tyronn Lue, whose claim to fame, if you remember, gentlemen, was trying to contain Allen Iverson during the 2000 NBA Finals, and when he was with Philly, faced the Lakers. Tyronn Lue was with the Lakers at the time. A little more note about Coach Blatt. He went 83-40 and a finals appearance, which they lost to Golden State Warriors. And Blatt's resume included numerous championships in Europe, an Olympic medal, and 20-plus years on the sideline.
Wow.
For Blackhawks, our beloved Chicago Blackhawks. Our Blackhawks were at a 12-game winning streak, which promptly ended earlier this week. They had that 12 games,
right?
Still a new record.
That is a record, a club record. Absolutely, gentlemen. Yep. The streak included a nice hat trick from star Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane.
Kaner.
That's right, Kaner.
What's he up to, like 30, 31 now?
Tim, is that about right?
Yeah. Hey, guys, stop turning your microphone off over there.
All right. The Blackhawks dropped 2 straight, including a 4-0 shutout to the Florida Panthers, and their goalie, Roberto Luongo,
I can't stand that guy.
had 27 saves in the win. And besides the Blues game, I believe this evening, which is going to be Sunday night, the Hawks have one more game against the Carolina Panthers. I'm sorry, that's football. Never mind. The Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, the Hurricanes.
Before the 5-day All-Star break, which is going to be next week. Speaking of NFL, we do have the conference championships, gentlemen. We have the Denver Broncos in the nightcap versus the New England Patriots. And then we have the Carolina Panthers against your Arizona Cardinals.
Man, I want to see the Cardinals go all the way.
You know what? A lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people. Everybody thinks that Carolina came out strong and undefeated.
Deserves it.
I've been saying that since last season.
Watch Palmer retire if they win. Watch that.
That would be the smartest
Talk about
move.
the best way to go out like Jerome Bettis right on top.
Right on top.
That's right. In free agency baseball news, the Chicago White Sox lose out to Yoenis Cespedes. In the free agent market. Cespedes, who is 30 years old, helped propel the National League champion New York Mets into the 2015 World Series. So right now the Sox are trying to get a decent outfielder with some good fielding and maybe a little decent bat to help out. And in boxing news, we did have a good WBC welterweight championship title fight. Danny Swift Garcia, the Puerto Rican American from Philadelphia, wins the WBC welterweight title over Roberto the Ghost Guerrero from California via unanimous decision in front of 12,052 fans at the Staples Center in LA. All 3 judges had it 116 to 112 for Garcia, who won one of the 147-pound belts that was vacated in the September retirement of Floyd Money Mayweather, who was sitting at ringside. That's it for sports.
Well, not completely it. We got some games coming up. The Bulls take on Miami tomorrow.
Yes, sir, they do.
I guess that is at home. Can't really tell.
I believe it is a home game for the Chicago Bulls.
Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Northwestern Wildcats, we'd be doing them a complete disservice if we didn't mention them while we broadcast from their campus. Had lost to Indiana, the Hoosiers, 89-57 in men's NCAA basketball. The Illini were winners over the Golden Gophers. The Hawks do take on St. Louis tomorrow. 6 p.m. puck drop. The Bears hired Dave Ragone to coach Jay Cutler quarterbacks. I don't know anything about that guy.
This guy's had like 4 different coaches.
Cutler?
Yes.
But Cutler's not the problem. It's everything else.
It's just the new guys coming in every time.
Yeah, and it would throw anybody off who's trying to work and grow.
Absolutely.
The Cubs, Arrieta eligible for salary arbitration. I don't know.
Well, Cutler had his most productive season under the coach that just departed to the Miami Dolphins, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
This has been the most touchdowns with very little completions and got his confidence back up.
Too.
Yes. Well, what did I say? I'm sorry. Did I say completions?
Completions.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes, most touchdowns to interception ratio. Thank you, Jay. So, I mean, there's only hopefully room to go up, right? I mean, he doesn't have Mike Tice back there.
The Silver Fox is going to do it for us. I really think that
his
coaching style is going to bring in the type of talent we need.
Well, Cutler's on the wrong side of 30. They got to do something. I mean, they proved that they're not as bad as people had. What were they? They were prognosticated to win only, 2-3 games this year?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's only one way to go, and that's up.
Yeah, or you
or
can
just stay down.
Yeah, you can sink further down.
I hope not. I hope that's not the case, guys.
Make sure you check that. Check out the Bulls, the Hawks tomorrow. Northwestern will take on Michigan State University Thursday, and the Illinois Fighting Illini will take on OSU, who are 12-8. It's probably another L for the Illini. So we talked Cubs. Yeah, I mean, without baseball, there isn't a whole lot going on because football's ramping down. We're down to the Final Four.
We just need our Hawks to win this game tomorrow because it's a divisional game. So those are what? 4
those
points?
Pesky Blues. Yep,
4
those
points?
pesky Blues.
Yeah, so we need that game.
I'm saying it's good to go on the during the All-Star break, on a good motivation on a streak. So,
especially we got 2 guys or 3 guys going this year.
I want to say about 3, I think. I
we
don't have the notes in front of me, but yeah. You got Kaner, you got Taze, and who would be the third man?
Oh, Shaw.
Is it Keith?
Not Shaw.
I think it's Keith.
He's defense.
He's the ageless wonder. I mean, he's
and they got rid of Bickle, didn't they?
Biggs is back down to the minors, and I can almost guarantee we will never see him back on.
What about that?
Didn't he just miss practice? Was that why he got demoted? He missed practice.
What's that Russian kid's name? Alexei Panini, Panamai.
Panarin.
Something.
Panarin.
What? Yeah. Panera bread.
Alexei Panarin.
Actually, there is It's Pan something. I don't know. No, you guys.
He's sick though. He's for a rookie. You're talking about the rookie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick.
Artemi Panarin. There you go. I haven't watched the Hawks game all season, so
I've been to plenty.
I haven't heard Pat Foley announce anybody's names at all. So that's gonna probably close out sports unless anybody knows anything about MMA happening this week.
It is Panarin. Well, was it Ronda Rousey hosted Saturday Night Live this evening?
What?
Really? Yeah, on the heels of her extended break from Dana White and the upper personnel at UFC. She did host SNL tonight. We'll see how she did. I can't imagine that she's got kind of a stiff delivery. If you've seen her like in her in her movie performances and Entourage and
she was in Trainwreck, right?
No, she was not.
She was in something.
No, she looks like Amy Schumer, but it's not her.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
we're gonna talk about her later.
Furious 7.
Yeah,
the latest installment of the Fast and Furious franchise.
No,
she's got like the personality, kind of like Michael Phelps when he hosted, kind of on the dry side. I can't see her being too much personable. I guess we'll see the highlights on, it's going to be making the viral rounds and everything. So,
of course.
But, she's a name. I mean, even though she got the hell kicked out of her by
I wonder if they,
by Holly Holm.
I wonder if they satirized her fight at all and knocked her out somehow in the show. Like
that's interesting. You know what?
She's got to be able to.
She's going to be a real personality, a real actress, and she's going to have to suck it up and do some skits like that. So I would assume there's something like that.
She should never be an actress because that's not her thing.
Well, I
No,
got
but
a
guys
feeling-
want to look at her in minimal clothing. I mean,
I
can't
guarantee
argue
you,
that.
if she can't make it in the acting world, she make it in the pseudo acting world. Watch Vince McMahon lock her down for a multi-year deal with WWE.
When
she participated last year at WrestleMania with The Rock, since her co-star in the Furious 7 movie, in a little skit or whatever you want to call it, altercation with Stephanie McMahon, the owner, and her husband Triple H, who's basically running the company. And they've already, speculation has been that Triple H is going to be wrestling The Rock, the big movie star. Unless you're living under a rock and you don't know who that is. Yeah, right?
Right.
And they are going... I wouldn't be surprised if she is going to be in attendance again. That's going to be her niche, guys. That's going to be what she's going to be good for. If she tries to go against Holly Holm again, she's going to get knocked the F out. I guarantee you.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No, because she'd pick up where she didn't study.
If she keeps trying to go with her ground game, this girl's going to be feeding her a right hand all night, man. Watch.
She learned the hard way, though.
All she's got to do is twist her up. Twist up a leg or
if she gets her there, man. The only way, gentlemen, like I discussed this right after the fight, the only way that Ronda Rousey, if she works on her boxing game, man, she's got to work on her
That's
jab.
exactly what she's gonna do. Look at what she had to do when she had to work on complete ground game. She spent her whole time in Brazil. She's gonna learn from this. Every great has to fall.
And
every great's come back out. Muhammad Ali, Frazier, they've all lost their titles and
Wait, hold on.
Let's not compare.
Yeah.
And my thing is this: is that Ronda Rousey has been more hype than hope when it comes down to it, and she was elevated because of her looks, guys. I mean, she's the most prettiest, most effeminate of the fighter.
You know what?
I mean,
I'm
for
sorry,
female
but
fighting standards.
When it comes to her skills and her disciplines, she is the top of the game. Now, has there been anybody able to go up against her? No, not really. Is she a boxer? No. She went and tried to box against a boxer. Big mistake.
Well, she tried to get her on the ground, too, if you remember.
She tried, but Holmes worked on
good
that.
defense.
Yeah, she worked on that defense to get out of that. So,
and she's going to go right back to the well, I think, though, Jay Viking. I got a feeling, man. As soon as she steps in, Holmes going to be like, I know what I got to do.
Yeah.
You know, I know what we got to do. As soon as that contract's signed, we got to get a little signature of our own here for our own little wager.
Ooh, I like the sound of that, man.
I do, too.
Wager. Let's do it.
Wager, that's right.
So, yeah.
Ronda Rousey's best hope, guys, is to sign up with either Floyd Mayweather Sr. or Freddie Roach, man, to help her in her boxing career. I've said, man, if she does, good for her, man. She'll be able to actually have a chance. But if she tries to go in against this girl and try to fight her without improving her jab, I hate to say it,
that's
man.
without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
And I like her. I like what she stands for, man. She's given... UFC's not had that attention to that sport since her. The ratings have gone up.
Honestly, I don't think since Royce Gracie, you know.
Yeah, she's more of a household. I mean, Gracie,
well, she brought a new vibe to UFC.
Yeah,
you know,
but
she brought that light back to
But she was a crossover star, though. The only other two guys that I can remember crossing over in that capacity have probably been either Quentin Rampage Jackson,
Brock Lesnar,
or Lesnar was already a star with WWE.
Yeah,
even before he even stepped ring in there.
I want to hear
Rampage Jackson or what's my man Chuck Liddell. But they both became a name for themselves after UFC.
Can you name the one guy that used to play in the NFL that's currently still competing in the UFC? Very actively.
What was that kid?
Dave Bautista is also one that went
Batista.
back and forth.
Oh, he's
in one of the biggest
he was
movies
known,
ever.
Yeah. He was known for the WWE. Actually, man, his movie career, man, he was one of the Bond villains in the latest Spectre Bond movie.
Yeah,
He's in
dude,
Guardians
he
of
was
the
awesome.
Galaxy. Man, this kid's going up, man.
He was
man,
good,
with
man,
the Iron
dude.
Fist with the movie that was directed and written by RZA.
Yeah.
Talk about his stocks going up big time in the movie industry.
The soundtrack was way better, I thought.
Yeah,
Come on, man. It's woo, man. Woo, Woody, woo,
You
woo.
just got to be on a whole other level for that. Woo.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right on. So I think we're gonna do one more break before we come back to our special segment, which is How Stupid Are You? Where we ask random people that are featured in viral videos, how stupid are you? I've got a couple of clips that the guys in the other room are just probably going to have to listen to because they won't be able to see my monitor. But you can play along at home by visiting the LOERadio Show fan page on Facebook, where I will post whatever videos we're going to cover. So it's time for music break. We did play hip-hop that first break. I'm going to play some rock music now. And to honor the late Glenn Frey. We're going to cover some Eagles music. Fellas, the first track that I'm going to play here is called The Smuggler's Blues, which is a solo title from Glenn Frey, but we will throw in some Eagles after that. So stay tuned. This is the LOERadio Radio Show, WNUR.
Rest easy, Frey.
FM, Evanston in Chicago. Sniffle, sniffle. Yeah! Welcome back to the LOERadio Radio Show here on glorious WNUR-FM, Evanston and Chicago. We're broadcasting from the mighty Northwestern campus. Joining me in the studio are my good friends Big Jay and Jay Sal, the mixologist.
What's going on, everybody? Hello again, Chicago.
We also got the servicemen in the other room going by Adam,
Yacht,
Jason, and Kid, Guy?
Yeah, Kid.
Kid.
Guy Kid?
No, just Kid.
Just Kid.
Right on. Well, so as we move into the final act of our show, I've got what's called, what do I call it? Oh,
This
how
Week in Stupid.
No, that's what it was formerly called this week.
Okay.
Now it's called How Stupid Are You? And this week we're gonna open it up with a little bit of controversy that's coming out of the comedy world. This is a stand-up comedy focused kind of radio show, which I haven't played any stand-up comedy in a while.
It has been a while.
But there's been some bustling out of the world of comedy about Amy Shumer. Guys, you know anything about this?
What, stealing jokes?
Stealing jokes.
Like Carlos Mencia?
Somebody's
What's up?
not coming through over there.
Hello? Gentlemen on the other side.
No, I'm here.
I'm
There
here.
you go.
Check
Okay.
in. Everybody
All right,
good?
all right,
Good?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just listening.
Right on.
Amy Shumer ripping off jokes.
Yeah. I don't know who that was, but that's the one we can't hear.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
You gotta come a little closer.
Choke up on the bat there, swinger. Little swinger.
Hello.
There you
Yeah,
go.
much better.
No
Hey,
gag.
Amy
Good
Shumer.
job.
So Carlos Mencia has been accused of this.
Yeah.
It was actually Dane Cook who basically stole Louis C.K.'s act, and then the late Robin Harris, basically his act, became Bernie
Baby's
Mac's.
kid.
Became Bernie Mac's, basically. So this has been done before. It's more attention than giving it to now, if you want to call it that.
None as egregiously offensive as Carlos Mencia, though. And
Joe
He's a
Rogan
hack, dude.
smashed him.
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
he
stage,
came out.
too.
Yeah, he came out and he
well,
called him out.
that's because he was in Joe Rogan's neighborhood trying to peddle off them jokes. And Joe's like, this is my club, dude. This is where I come to work out routines. So, Amy Shumer has been accused of stealing jokes from Patrice O'Neal.
Yes.
The late Patrice O'Neal, who is the mightiest comedian before he fell. Amy Shumer also is accused of taking jokes from Lisa Madigan and Tammy Pescatelli.
Oh.
Now, what I've got here are clips of all three incidents. Caller, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to get to you right now. You could actually call during the next show. We're in time of Ryan and Evan after 2. So yeah, let me wrap this up here, this Pantera, and we'll get to that clip. Amy Shumer, courtesy of E-Bombs World, a user put this together. So case 1.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I
Wendy
liked it
Liebman
when the
from
guy
1990.
pays for sex. I mean that.
You missed the joke.
I am a good person, I swear to you. Like, I'm very old school. I think the guy should always pay on the first date for sex. And
Okay, all right. So there's what's called concepts in comedy. It's where, like, hey, I got a joke about flying on an airplane. I got a joke about taking a car trip. I got a joke about sex. These are things that comedians all think kind of similarly.
What is the big idea with air travel?
Why do I talk like this?
Why?
So that was incident number 1. Number 2. From Patrice O'Neal.
You have a gorilla master? That's it. You come in the face, right? And then take some pubic hair and throw it at him.
That's horrible.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln,
so here's Amy.
The guy trims his pubes, comes on the girl's face, and then throws the pubes.
She even does the same kind of sound.
Gesture,
and gesturing. So I'm going with, she ripped off Patrice there.
You have a poltergeister? Poltergeist is good. Well, you need your friend, though, right? Like, you're fucking him from behind, and then you sneak out, and he takes your place, and then you walk outside and wave at her through the window.
Oh, God. Love it.
Epic.
Oh, my God. Bro, we're doing that.
Stunk, Jay.
The worst one I've ever heard is the Houdini, which is where...
What did Patrice call it?
He called the Abraham... the poltergeist. The poltergeist.
To her, his friend subs in for him. Guy number one runs outside, knocks on the window, waves to the girl.
Oh, man. That is way too close.
That is too close, man.
Yeah.
Didn't even try.
That.
Just rape. Like
all she did was call it something else.
So basically, because Patrice is no longer with us, it's okay to steal his material? I don't think so.
No.
Never.
And Schumer is such a media darling right now.
Right. Well, she's getting again with the same thing that I was talking about earlier, guys. She's got the cute face. She's personable. She got a starring role, man. Her first movie was a starring role.
Yeah.
Very little does that happen. Very little does that happen with the movie industry, especially now. You got to basically do the small part like Jamie Foxx did, and then you're basically promoted to be in the top tier. You know, actually your name's on the top of the poster.
She came out of nowhere.
And then Judd Apatow, of all people, gave her a role that easily could have been played by like an Adam Sandler or somebody. Yeah. And that role of her being basically commitment phobe was more suited for a guy. They just gave it to her. And again, it could be anybody. I just, for her delivery, again, she's the it girl right now. It doesn't give her a right to steal jokes. Just imagine somebody trying to steal, I don't know, somebody like Mitch Hedberg's jokes. Let's see how that far.
You couldn't, because it was all his delivery that made that funny.
Exactly, or Farley for that matter.
So
anybody.
Out of three examples so far, Amy is, I am believing, guilty of copying two of these jokes, and they're both
absolutely.
So there's
bite marks everywhere.
Yeah, there's two more examples we'll get to right now.
Okay, so I
Lisa
get
Madigan.
People are fat. But Oprah, you're a billionaire. You have enough money to pay a man to stand there and literally slap shit out of your hand before you put it in your mouth.
What? You have enough money to pay somebody to slap food out of your hand before you eat it.
You could hire a full-time food slapper.
So now,
Amy, you look amazing.
We cut to Amy Schumer show inside Amy Schumer, where it's sketch comedy. And this is how the sketch goes.
What are you doing, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig?
Yeah, right. Those take too much self-control. Last time I checked, I wasn't a robot. Boop, boop, boop.
Wow.
Nope.
That is just awful acting
With
for
Slap
one.
Chef. With Slap Chef. With Slap Chef.
Slap Chef? What's that?
It's a new weight loss program that takes decision-making out of the equation.
How does it work?
First, one of Slap Chef's world-class chefs makes you one of their signature dishes. Then,
all
before
amazing.
You can say Slap Chef, they knock it out of your stupid mouth. Slap Chef.
What kind of food do they make?
All kinds.
Sandwiches. Slap Chef. Lobster bisque with creme fraiche. Slap Chef. Turkey. Slap Chef. Fettuccine Alfredo. Slap Chef.
But what if I fight back?
Go for it. All of the chefs are trained in the art of Tai Chi Moi.
Chai Tumo.
I swear to God, if you ever touch me again, I'll...
She tried to push the chef.
Slap Chef.
All right.
That's actually pretty bad.
So what happened here is the concept of Madigan's joke is all here.
Right.
You got enough money
and
to...
she did into a sketch, yeah.
Right. Now, I heard Amy on Jim Norton's show say that her writers are responsible for these two sketches. This is a blatant plagiarism of Lisa Madigan's joke.
Right.
There is no way you come up with this idea without hearing that joke. And I don't blame Amy for it, but a writer can listen to something that they heard somewhere and then try to turn it into their own material, and that's exactly what's going on.
This is the equivalent of a major league, baseball player blaming his trainer for saying, "Oh, I took some supplements to work out and to get stronger, and one of them happened to be illegal."
Yeah.
It's not my fault that I was getting something. You're the one that put it in your body, man. You allowed it. It is your fault.
You put it on the air.
So she should actually, I mean, with much social media that's going on, guys, and any access to basically any type of comedy in any language that you want, you're able to actually do research on what comedy's popping off and what you're able to listen to and enjoy. So she, as being a top tier now, because she could be considered that comedian, she should be able to be informed on what's going on there, what jokes have been used.
Look,
as a fan of comedy, you listen to it.
All she needs to do is hire me, and I'll tell her if them jokes have been done before. So 3 out of 4 cases so far, I have decided she's guilty.
I don't know, gentlemen. I think it's like thumbs down. If we're at the Roman Coliseum, thumbs down.
She's getting thrown to the lions.
Throw her to the lions.
Finally, this last clip comes from her show as well. It's another Lisa Madigan joke from the very same special.
All right.
Oh, boy.
You're so rich, you could pay someone to exercise you. You could just lay there like a baby with cerebral palsy and have people move your legs. Go, hey!
So the idea...
Slap Chef. But that just left you hungry and with a searing headache.
Exercise.
And those other weight loss programs are exhausting.
Man, that's...
Can't I just do nothing? What if I told you
So Amy's on a...
Sleep Gym.
I'd say sign me up. But what's Sleep Gym?
Sleep Gym is a workout program where we do all the work.
Huh?
You know, I don't know if this is from the same episode as the other clip, though. If it is... that would be ridiculous.
No, more than likely it is, because they said you tried Slap Chef, now try this.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
You know, the late great Roger Ebert, gentleman, had said that when you copy and basically produce the same type of material in the literary world, it is called plagiarism.
Yes.
Everywhere else, it's called an homage.
Yeah.
So she's probably thinks she's doing an homage to these jokes, but she's just straight ripping them off.
No, her writers brought her these scripts.
Again, she's responsible. She should be keen to what's going on out there in the comedy world.
Oh wait, so 4 out of 5 cases so far have.
That's enough, man. That's 90%.
And then there's one more.
Oh,
There's so much going on right now.
Tammy
Like,
Pescatelli,
right now,
who was
she's funny.
She was the loudest voice.
Women,
She's funny.
I will admit that women dress for other women. Right? That's why men, if we love you, we dress you for other women.
Oh, yeah,
too.
she's cougarlicious,
That's why we
man.
dress you stupid.
Oh hell yeah.
Because we want another woman to look at you and go, he's cute, but I can't fix all of this. What do you think invented the Hawaiian shirt, okay? You dressing like...
Tammy blasted Amy on Twitter, saying that she was in fact stealing her joke. Of
course.
Should have blasted her in the face.
Yeah.
That's nobody else wants to have sex
So
with
here's
me.
the
That's
clip
cool.
from Amy. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia promotion. Trainwreck movie poster. So she's just stealing other jokes from other media. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go around the room and ask you guys, but I'm saying she's guilty. Big J,
Guilty.
J Sal,
guilty.
Fellas in the other room.
Get out of here, guilty.
Everybody.
She's a hack.
Every
She's the Tropic Thunder.
She was in Tropic Thunder.
She is the Tropic
Oh.
Thunder. Right now.
Can we swing a sack of possums at her just for fun?
Are you saying she went full retard?
Never go full retard.
She made my eyes rain.
He's like, ooh, she getting down now.
All right, so Amy, guilty. I don't care what Jimmy and Opie say on the Opie and Jim show. Those guys are just, they're barking seals for you. So everybody else is just going to protect her and cover her.
Probably just showed him a rack.
Yeah, that's probably why she's so, famous right now, because she's cute, like J. Saul said. She has that face. She's presentable.
Yeah.
She's top tier because of it.
Oh, here's another tasty morsel of information. She's also Chuck Schumer's cousin.
Chuck Schumer being...
Representative Chuck Schumer?
That's right, that's right. She's actually spoke out herself, too, on some political issues, kind of like Seth Rogen
Yeah,
did recently.
she needs to
and
shut her
others.
trap and write some original jokes.
Absolutely, she should. She's at the point she can
Precisely.
hire some good writers, man.
Yeah.
That's what these people do. Honestly, if she's accused of stealing jokes, fire your writers, man. There's funny stuff being written every day. Right now, somebody's listening to us and inspired.
You know, a lot of
writing
people...
some crazy-ass spit.
A lot of people take jokes from comedians on Twitter when they just write random funny things. And
Who was the guy, Tim? Guys, what was it? He was tweeting everything. Was it the Funny Jew or something? Is that what he was calling himself?
That did what?
That he was tweeting. He was tweeting jokes. He was retweeting them.
Oh yeah,
and he was was that his shtick? Was that the funny Jew or something like that? He was basically going on his religion, and he basically was saying the same thing. They're like they went down and broke down every single joke that he'd taken, and it had already been done before, man.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, there are original ideas when it comes to joke. It's all about perspective and delivery and cadence. Like Mitch Hedberg, you could retell all of Mitch Hedberg's jokes, but you're not funny. So they're not going to be funny.
You know what George Carlin would say right now? He's like, it's all BS and it's bad for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. It's all BS.
Love you, George Carlin. You're the man.
Yes, that's my favorite.
You and Richard Pryor, too, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Richard Pryor had to get some legal advice, went into his lawyer's office, and he asked him, and he's just like, I need some help, man. He's like, well, I'm going to need a $40,000 retainer. He's like, mother F, I just met you.
Yeah. All right, so we only got about 10 minutes left in the show before we're in time.
And he was from Peoria. He's in Illinois, so God bless.
I'm going to try to rip through a couple of these before we got to get out of here. So, dumbass on Wheel of Fortune. You can only guess how this goes wrong.
It's a $1,000 puzzle, and the category is the ever-popular food and drink.
Food and drink.
Food and beverage.
EFFM.
Homemade waffles? No, still time.
He said homemade waffles.
Homemade waffles?
Still not that.
He's a twaffle.
She just said homemade waffles. The answer was homemade waffles, and that guy didn't get it.
And the category is the ever-popular food and drink.
Listen.
Homemade waffles? No, still time. Everybody else, Christine? Homemade waffles? Still not that.
Still not that. Nope. If it was wrong the first time, Chiz.
So what was it again?
It wasn't homemade waffles, but the two of them idiots guessed at it.
That's hysterical.
The same thing. How do you guess?
What was the other guy on the Wheel of Fortune? He's like a Chili's instead of
Achilles heel.
Yeah, Chili's. Achilles.
All right, so drunk bimbo versus Uber driver.
We just had an Uber story last week.
You mean the doctor?
You know this bimbo?
No. The last week for our listeners and you guys. The Taco Bell exec with that got maced.
Yeah. We
that guy.
It seems like there's an ever-growing violence happening towards Uber drivers out here, and this drunk bitch will explain what's going on.
Please press charges.
No.
Press
Let him go.
charges.
Yeah, this one's the doctor.
Can you call 911?
Just saw it in the news.
Oh, she's
actually a doctor.
She's a doctor?
Yeah, she's a doctor, and they are thinking about terminating her now.
Oh, damn, she can get it, son.
Look, she's trying to slap this guy in the face.
She's a doctor, then I'm a gynecologist, honey.
I'd let her be my OB-GYN.
I saw the side-by-side earlier today.
She's pretty hot, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, man.
You
make my heart race, doctor.
She probably thought she could get away with it because of her looks.
That's
her name.
Yeah,
most of them do.
Most hot chicks.
Is her name Dr. Feelgood?
So this guy's This guy's just trying to keep her at bay until I guess the police show up.
You know what? He could have avoided all that just by giving her a nice warm hug.
Or a hot beef injection.
He should have just done a Dr. Dre and smacked the hoe.
Reach back like a pimp and slap the hoe.
That's right.
Oh, she's trying to go. Oh,
good for him.
So she tried to knee him in the crotch, and then he pushed her down. Now she's trying to get back in his car.
She's acting like an angry ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Real. Stalker type, like level 3.
I think she went a little too hard on the Cosmos on that, guys.
Get the fuck in the car!
Damn! See, girl, that's why you had my boyfriend.
Man, I'd put up with her BS.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you
wouldn't. Yo, man, hey, real talk, you hit that a few times, man, that gets old, man.
Yeah.
That mouth's gonna get old, dude.
Very old.
Man.
Show me a hot chick, and I'll show you a guy who's tired of banging her.
That's everybody, though, no, right?
So she don't want to get out of his car. She's sitting in the passenger seat, throwing all his stuff out of the driver door.
Oh, girl.
He doesn't want to get back in.
Wait. You're not even my friend, man. I'm giving you a ride as business, and you throwing my crap out of the car?
She's demanding. No. She's demanding.
I'd be like that Cleveland bus driver. You going to jail now?
You going to jail? Oh, you did it now.
He just assure you can. Boom. To the moon, Alice. To the moon.
Oh, man.
The girl's cute. Oh man.
She's Cuban.
Wait, go back. Let me see. She kicked in the door, right?
I don't know if she did that to his door.
It looks like she could have.
She could have. That could be a kick.
Oh, I'm getting really attacked.
She's throwing everything from his front passenger seat out the windows. Everything. Like papers, keys.
I'm a 5-foot girl that weighs 100 pounds.
And I could throw you out of
Getting
that car.
really, like, belligerent right now.
Yeah.
I can bench press her.
You mean you want to?
She could be my Ike Turner.
Yeah,
she could be my
that's
Tina
true.
Turner to Ike.
Yeah.
Nah, not that far. Not that far.
Don't make me take off this boot out of me.
Nah, out of me.
He's kicking me.
You have bruises all over.
Why would you sit in this guy's car? Just go. Get in a cab. Get the hell out of here.
You know what? Just go
Hey,
back
what did
to the
Tupac
club.
say? What did Pac say? You gotta shake her ass and break her ass.
Yeah. Or money over bitches.
What are you doing?
She's throwing everything like out of
She's
his glove
littering.
box. Yeah.
There was like a parade just passed by, man.
Oh, you lost your mind.
Why hasn't this guy dragged her out of her
Yeah,
car?
go caveman on that bitch, man. I'm sorry. Man. Pardon my French. Oh, I'll see you next Tuesday, sweetie.
Yeah, she's exactly that.
She is cute though.
Yeah. She's at this point, I'd be like, have another drink, girl. Or here, smoke this, man. I'll show you that.
Oh, dude, you'd make her comatose.
That's all right. I don't need her to talk.
Good one.
No, she doesn't need to talk. She just needs to scream and moan.
Yeah, she don't even need to do that, man.
I got hit with a scissor.
She needs a blunt or something.
Oh my god,
man.
an
Chill out.
iPhone. Look, your iPhone.
Man.
A hot beef
iPhone, too.
injection and a night with the
property, you're
cannabis.
I'm surprised, like, no girl steps in and just smacks her, just like, bitch.
Nah, it's this certain hierarchy, fail-safe system with them girls.
I tell you, bitch, better have my money.
If hot girls see a hotter girl getting in trouble, they're gonna leave her alone.
Why?
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
she's hotter than them.
Yeah.
They're not gonna mess with her.
There's a hierarchy to hide.
She's a little thing. I'm surprised there's a little,
Exactly the
like, Amazonian
point.
girl. An Amazonian girl came over and said, you know, you better relax, sweetie.
The 6'7", dark skin.
I'm talking about no Venus or Serena. I'm just any girl, man.
Hey.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey show up and say, you know what, girl? You
So she walks off and
break
the
her
clip
in half.
ends. I'm sure we'll hear more
I
about
should give her autograph.
what goes on between that doctor and that Uber driver next week. But until then, I implore you to reach out to us on the LOERadio Radio Show fan page on Facebook.com/LOERadio Radio Show. You can also reach out to us on the Twitter using the hashtag LOERadio. And until then, boys and girls, for Big Jay,
Peace out.
for Jay Sal,
That's right. What's up?
for Adam, Guy, Kid, and Jason.
Gentlemen.
That's your cue, fellas.
Yep.
Say goodbye.
Thanks for having us.
See you later,
Yeah,
kids.
can I just...
You got something to plug?
Yeah, I just want to plug that protest that's going on for the 8 conditions that the governor has disapproved for the medical cannabis program. It's called 22 on the 27. We have cultivators and dispensaries that are all putting into this community effort. New Age Care, I want to give a shout out to them. They are been awesome with it. Revolution, everybody's been on board with helping each other with this, and we needed you guys to get out there and sign the petition. Hashtag cover the 8. Check that out and start saving some lives and start sharing some compassion within the state for everybody.
Excellent.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to follow up with
That's
you
for you guys.
some
Yeah,
other
thanks.
time.
Thank you.
March out.
Until then, this is Tim Radicek for the LOERadio Radio Show saying so long.
Good night, Chicago.
Peace.
Later.